I'm not really a fan of cozy games. When I tried to play Stardew Valley, I mostly just stressed over the time limit. Not very cozy. It's just, I never felt like I had enough time to talk to all the people I needed to, or go in the mines, or farm, or anything. So I was just stressing out over that. When I tried Animal Crossing, I thought it was perhaps the most boring game I've ever played. And boredom is not cozy. And that one fishing game that was popular for a bit just made me want to actually go out and fish. So wanting to do anything other than play the game is not a good sign. Needless to say, that genre is not for me, but I do like being cozy. The thing is, being cozy isn't about just not being uncomfortable. It's about being comfortable and safe and warm when you're surrounded by danger and discomfort. Like being in a warm bed on a stormy night. You're nice and cozy under your sheets, but you're just a few steps away from something very uncomfortable and potentially dangerous. So in these games where there's just no danger, how can it be cozy? It isn't. It's just, generally speaking, boring. But I do think you can find some cozy stuff, and games that are not traditionally considered cozy. And don't worry, from here on I'm going to use the word less. Alright, hear me out. First up, the Halo 3 dumpsters. Most people don't even think about these at all, because unlike most physics objects in the game, they weren't in Forge mode. If you do think about these dumpsters at all, it's probably from these videos of being able to use a glitch to fly around in them. But every time I played this level, my favorite way to go through it was to just hop in one of these dumpsters and hide in there, occasionally taking pot shots while the Arbiter did most of the work. Sure, most of the NPCs died because I wasn't there to help them, but come on, the planet's doomed anyway. You're pretty much invincible in these. Grenades can't get you, spikes can't get you, even the hunters with their plasma cannons can't get you. So you're just hanging out in your little nest. There's not even any garbage in there. It's just a cozy little box, and you can take little peeks out and you can get out whenever you want. Just poke your head out, take a shot, and go back in before they can fire back. It's like being a turtle, the coziest of animals. Must be nice to carry home with you wherever you go. I don't even want to think about how much time I wasted crouching in a dumpster when I'm supposed to be playing an action game. But hey, I enjoyed it. Next up is the so-called Ratman rooms in Portal and Portal 2. Now, Portal has an uncomfortable vibe to me because it's a sterile environment. It's all fluorescent lights and hard angles. Everything's bright, and it's just unsettling by design. So it might seem weird to people that these cramped rooms with empty bean cans and empty water containers with schizophrenic scribbling on the walls is cozy to me. But you gotta look at the bigger picture here. And everywhere else in the facility, GLaDOS can see you at all times. There's always cameras. With this Ratman fella, he is in the walls, and he has food, and he has water, and even the lighting is different. Instead of this sterile fluorescent bright white lighting, it's a cozy orange glow. Sometimes you even get a little fan ambiance. Sometimes they even provide you with music. I especially like the ones in Portal 2 where it's not just cramped, like you can see into the guts of the facility. There's no claustrophobia to those ones. It's just all benefits, no downsides. You can just crawl out into that open space right there if you want. The art's cool. I don't know. This guy was probably having a really bad time, like hiding from an AI that wants to torture him, like Am. But you know, gotta find the silver linings or whatever. This one is extremely obvious. It's Left 4 Dead. Safe rooms. Left 4 Dead is a pretty horrible setting where 99.99% of the population is like those 28 Days Later zombies where they're sprinting and screaming. And there's like freakish monsters with amazing powers as well, so you're just sort of doomed. But silver lining, there's these little safe rooms where you're boxed in, and there's a nice red door made out of dense metal, and you're nice and cozy in there. There are like horrible examples of safe rooms where they don't feel safe at all, where the walls don't even go to the ceiling and they're made out of plywood, just horrible stuff. But most of them are pretty cozy. Like this train car, who doesn't love train cars? It's got you can climb up to the second floor. It's got plenty of windows, small windows too, up above eye line, so they're not gonna see you in there. This one here, before the last level of the Dark Carnival campaign, I like it because it's got that nice little corner. You don't need to be in sight of the doorway or the window. That's always nice. And there's this one. This one's great because you're in an area that floods often, but you're elevated. You're on the second floor. So you don't have to worry about flooding in here. And if you want to go down there, you can just hide under the staircase like Harry Potter. I like to think you can just cover up that staircase with something and turn it into a nice little hovel. And if you want, there's a spot on the second floor where no one can see you from the doorway, and because the doorway is at the top of the staircase, there's no one going to be peeking in from an angle. It's perfect. Even come back to this one at a later level in the campaign, and everything's flooded, and you can see that the second floor is completely fine. Doesn't matter how much it floods, you're like 8 feet up, totally fine. Everything's made out of concrete, so you don't have to worry about mold getting into the walls. Yeah, pretty good place to hole up in for the apocalypse. The only downside is those trash bags stored in the corner. Those really should be tossed out. Who knows why they left them inside the safe room. There's this one on, I think, the parish. This one's a little special because both entrances are right next to each other. So you can always tell where someone's coming in from, but they're still separated by a big fence. So you can still go through one if the other is occupied, so to speak. I've always liked that one, and the nice little bathroom in the corner. Just toss some sleeping bags in there, or behind one of those shelves, or under the staircase. Yeah, it turns out I liked this whole under the staircase thing. It's like some kind of gopher instinct. And then there's this one at the end of the parish for the bridge level. It's probably my favorite in the whole game. One or two, I suppose. Because it has that ladder that clearly delineates from the first and second floor, and it's the sturdiest structure you'll ever see. It's built into the base of a bridge. All concrete, all brick. Sure, that bridge is about to explode, but maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it cuts you off from zombies from one direction, and what are they going to do? Get rid of that ladder, and suddenly you're permanently safe. No bridge for them to get to you from, no more ladder, and you're good. 100%. The Dark Souls hub areas are such a good example of a cozy area in a distinctly uncozy game that it feels like cheating to put it on here. It's like, unlike the other ones, this one was definitely intentional. because you can see danger from here. You can see it from Firelink, you can see it from Majula, and you can see it from the other Firelink shrine in Dark Souls 3. Where danger is there, it's visible, but as long as you don't cross the threshold, you can just hang out here as long as you like, and as you go through the game, all your buddies gather here too. I don't need to tell anyone this, but the music is excellent. It's the calming stuff that you can just loop for hours and hours. That's what people do. It's why those videos are popular on YouTube. It's the sort of thing people fall asleep to. I even like the sound the bonfire itself makes. The fact that you can just look up and see the enemies, but they can never approach you is perfect. That is peak cozy, because you know they're never coming down here. You're safe here, and whenever you're ready, you just go out and fight them. Jewel is probably the best when it comes to coziness. It's gotta be the lighting, right? You got that beautiful view of the ocean, and it's just soft sunset lighting. It's nice and orange. This one's sort of a silly example, but once again, there are enemies within sight. Even if the only enemy is like a pig near the back of the village, but that still counts. Still trying to hurt you. But yeah, once again, wonderful, cozy little music. It's like something out of a music box. Dark Souls 3 is more of the same. I don't need to get too into it. This one's sort of an interior. It's not outdoors like the first two. So if that's your thing, you'll like it more. There's candles all over the place, which is perfect. It's like it's overcast outside, but you got this warm orange glow from the candles. Bloodborne and Elden Ring, they're both pretty good, but I understand why they did it for like story and thematic reasons, but I don't like how their hub areas are separated from the rest of the world. Like the Bloodborne hub is nice, but also it's completely disconnected from everything. And the Elden Ring hub, that honestly should have been connected to the world. Like once you get to the city, you see that the round table is connected to the world, but for some lore reason, I don't understand, and I'm not going to bother to understand. The round table you use is separate from that one. It's like, come on, man. Let me see the danger. Alright, well, that's another horrible video. Maybe like and subscribe, thanks.